All right, so I'm not going to need no introduction. We're just going to jump right into it. So it does looks like Deadpool and Wolverine will crack $1 billion. Hell, it may even go to 2 billion. I didn't think it'd go that much, but you geeks out there, you did it. You prove harsh critics wrong. And it is a success. Even though I didn't like the film, I still think it sucked. I still think it's mediocre. But the majority rules. But this is going to have dire consequences to movies in the future. Why? Because a lot of studios is looking at this and thinking like, let me just put some cameos in the movie and see what happens. Because let's be honest, the reason why this movie did so well is because of the cameos. I mean, Deadpool couldn't hold a movie by himself. Now, I don't know the box office for the other Deadpool movies, but I can arguably say the cameos is what really brought this movie to $1 billion. Hell, you had Wolverine in his whack ass costume, but it's the yellow costume that all the geeks wanted, and they got it. You had Elektra, you had Gambit, which sucked. I think Channing Tatum looked really silly in his uniform. Wasn't masculine at all. He looked very stiff in his uniform, which I'll describe in another video. And last but not least, you had Wesley Snipes as Blade. So you really had a bunch of cameos in this movie. Deadpool did not sell this movie by himself, which is a good formula. It works. I mean, from a business perspective, it's really good. But for overall cinema and putting this in the books of history of past films, this sucks because a lot of studios is going to copy this exact same formula and expect the same result. Now we see DC has tried this formula over and over again, has failed repeatedly. But with James Gunn in charge, what do you think Superman Legacy is going to be like? It's going to be exactly like Deadpool and Wolverine, because it's not an original Superman story. And I hate to admit this, man. I think Superman Legacy may have a chance of getting $1 billion with the success of Deadpool. Because James Gunn came from Marvel, and he's copying that same formula. So I think it may work. I honestly think the Snyderverse may be forgotten about, because apparently this is what the majority wanted. They want campy movies with campy jokes, washed up actors in their 60s, and just cheap looking uniforms. And this is not me being mean, this is me being realistic. A lot of studios is going to copy the same formula, and I guess this is what it is now. I guess people want the same jokey, campy, mediocre, cheap looking cinema these days. Now from a business standpoint, yeah, if I can do just the bare minimum, give my peasants, because that's what these people are. They're Marvel peasants, and Kevin Feige at least gave them what they wanted. Now, if DC would play out that book and give us the Snyderverse, it'll work. Probably just as successful as Deadpool and Wolverine. But since James Gunn is in charge, I really doubt that. I honestly think the Snyderverse may be coming to an end, y'all. I hate to admit this, because James Gunn is looking at this and he's like, okay, let me make my Superman and Friends movie the same way, because that's pretty much what Superman Legacy is. It's Superman and Friends. And I think this is the new normal, y'all. I think this is the new normal, and you geeks out there that hate me, because I know a lot of y'all don't like me, but it's cool, or people like me because we're harsh and we speak reality over here. But you guys won. That a lot of those top YouTubers, they blew sunshine up your ass, and you know Marvel is successful for it. So this is why this sucks, because this is the new norm, and you can see this in past movies like Barbie. Campy jokes, sexual overtones. It's just the same shit. I thought Deadpool and Wolverine sucked. It was mediocre at best, but a lot of you guys didn't think so. I know people who I work with seen this 3 and 4 times, and I'm like, why? But I get it. I think we're in a situation where people expect different comedy or their source of entertainment. Campy jokes, cheap uniforms, and just mediocrity is the new norm. I didn't get hyped over this movie. I went in blind, and I was surprised by some of the cameos, but to be honest, it didn't really change my opinion about it. As much as I respect Wesley Snipes, I mean, he's old. He's 62 years. He's AARP senior citizen status right now. So now I would like for another person to reprise the character, but Wesley Snipes is old. Hugh Jackman is old. But like I said, you guys made it $1 billion. So I don't know. I really am surprised that this movie could possibly make $2 billion, as mediocre as it was to me. And everything is subjective, but like I said, I like quality storytelling and quality cinema. The movie sucked, and I will arguably say that Zack Snyder's nightmare sequence at the end of his Justice League was better than this whole fucking movie. I'll put that on anything. But like I said, the geeks won, which I'm a geek myself, but at the same time, the geeks that don't like me, you guys won. But I don't like this. But what do you guys think? You think this $1 billion is good for Marvel? Because honestly, I think this is bad for Marvel and bad for more other movies to come, because this is the new standard. Campy ass jokes, campy ass uniforms, and whack ass storytelling. But what do you guys think though? Like, share, comment, and subscribe. I mean, do you guys think this benefit Marvel? Do you think this benefit Superman Legacy? Because if I'm James Gunn, I'm watching this and be like, okay, let's make Superman more campy and jokey. Like, share, comment, and subscribe, y'all. See you on the next video. Peace.